This is awesome. I used to like to go to my friend's house when I was a kid because his parents were divorced, so I had lots of toys. My parents didn't buy me anything because they loved each other.
What's your favorite bar?
What was that?
What's your favorite bar?
My favorite bar? Sons of Liberty. Come on, that's an easy question right here. Hold on, man, I've got 10 minutes up here. Let me do my jokes. There's some really good ones I wrote, just for you, man. When I was a kid, I thought we were poor. Because we had powdered milk and that off-brand sack cereal that comes on the bottom shelf, you know? And I was talking to my mom about it a while ago, and I was like, yeah, Mom, we were really poor for a while. She goes, we were never poor. I was like, what was that powdered milk thing about? She's like, oh, your dad just wanted you to know what it was like to be poor. Did you know how many cool things I missed out on because of that? My friends were like, hey man, let's go to Disneyland. I was like, I can't ask my parents for that. They're going through a hard time as it is. So I used to be in the Navy. Thank you. I didn't do anything. No. I took pictures for war. That was my job. You didn't know that was a job? I went to war with a camera. I'm like, am I going to go there and shoot people? And they're like, yeah, with this. That's not war, that's a safari. I'm just like, you know, and people are like, hey, how'd you get PTSD? And I'm like, I've documented it right here. All of these photos. I actually did find out I have PTSD. I found out in a weird way. I went to the VA, and they were like, you ever been to war? And I was like, yeah. He goes, you ever get sad? Yeah. He goes, that's PTSD. I was like, it's really not though. And they're like, well, if it is, we'll give you $2,000 a month for the rest of your life. And I was like, is this what a flashback looks like? I'm kidding, guys. I'm not taking advantage of the government. I'm really messed up. I have a therapist who used to be a Marine, and the only difference between him and like a regular therapist is he always got like tobacco in his mouth. So he's just like, so tell me about your mom. That's anyway. Yeah, I'm out now. But weird thing, like they sent me to Japan. That was like my second tour after Iraq and Afghanistan. I went to Japan. I made a lot of mistakes in Japan. I don't know about you guys. I didn't know when I went to Japan that Asian people do not like to be associated with different groups of Asian people. So I thought it would be funny to ask a Japanese friend, are you North or South Korean? Oh yeah, he flipped out. He started throwing stuff. He's like, I'll kill you! I'll kill you! So, North Korean, I guess. Yeah, that's a great joke. It's actually a really great place if you're single, Japan. I went to a bar one time, met a gorgeous Japanese girl. We started, singing karaoke or making out. It was like a great night, But we had to go our separate ways, and so we exchanged information so we could flirt via text. The problem is I don't speak Japanese, and she spoke no English, so we ended up flirting via Google Translate. Which is awesome, if you're turned on by complete nonsense. I got a text from her that said, do you has when it is? Baby, I always has when it is. Totally worked. Completely worked. No, I'm not. She's, we've been dating ever since. She's here with me tonight. No, I'm kidding. She blocked me on everything. Facebook. Japanese Facebook, that's a wonderland of social media. You can't get there because you don't have the lines on the keyboard. But no, I am back now. I'm going to be getting married soon, which is great. Thank you. My fiance is Mexican, and I am the first white guy that she's ever dated. And the first time we went somewhere where I got like a mild sunburn, she freaked out. She's like, baby, sunburn kills your people! So now she's got an aerosol can of of sunscreen, and she just follows me around like a racist cop with a can of pepper spray, just shouting, "White lives matter! White lives matter!" All right. Yeah, I didn't think I would be able. You never thought you'd be laughing at somebody shouting that on stage. It's great, Oliver. So now this is weird. We were in a CVS the other day, and she comes up to me and she's holding these pink razors. She's like, "Look at this! These pink razors are the same exact ones as the blue ones, but they're $2 more. Can you believe that?" And I was like, "No, I can't believe that." She goes, "That's a ripoff." And I said, "Yes, that is a ripoff. Why don't you just get the blue ones?" She goes, "Ew, those are ugly." And that's why the pink tax is a thing, because you girls are stupid. Hold on, listen, guys, okay, I'm not saying guys aren't stupid, we are. Real different though. Guys act like babies when we get sick, right? Everyone we're just infants, right? And the reason for that is because, listen, the reason for this is we men base our value, our self-worth on our usefulness, right? So if I'm sick, "Oh, I'm useless, kill me now." And I know women are rolling their eyes at that, but that's because women are used to being useless. Hold on. No, that's not what, that sounded way meaner than I meant. Let me explain it this way, okay? If you can't open a jar of pickles, what do? You bring it to somebody else. Right? Did you break it open? What if you want to pickle later? No. You bring it to someone else, right? But what if I can't open a pickle jar for my wife? What do? Do I bring it to another dude? Because if that dude can open the pickle jar for my wife that I can't open for my wife, then just take my wife. Please. Take my wife, please. No, that's how men think. And girls, you don't like that, you can shut up with your pink razors. Take them, shut up. I did a big old comedy festival last year in Scotland, and I shared my room with a Swedish dude. He's a good friend of mine. He's very strange. And one night, he's on all the drugs, so he would take Ambien to put himself to sleep. But if you guys know anything about Ambien, it doesn't put you to sleep. It makes you stand over my bed and say weird things to me. So I'm asleep on a cot, right? And then I just wake up to a kick, and I'm like, "Oh," he goes, Trevor, wake up. And I was like, "What?" And I'm waking up, he goes, "Trevor, do you have any candy?" And I'm mad. I'm like, "Chris, what is the emergency?" He goes, "My mouth has no candy in it." Oh, I got the guy some candy. What am I going to do? That was hilarious. He's a weird dude. He would make me sandwiches after every show. He's like, "Trevor, do you want a sandwich?" Yeah, okay. And then he would give me 2 dry slices of bread with a single deli slice of ham in the middle. And I was like, "Oh, thanks." Because I didn't want to criticize the poor people sandwich. I don't know what the rules are for other countries, But I was like, "I'm gonna get some cheese for this." So I went to the store. I got some Swiss cheese. I was like, "I'm gonna remind this guy of home." I went back. I was like, "Hey man, I got you some Swiss cheese. Remind you of home." He goes, I'm Swedish, right?" I was like, "Oh no, right?" And he goes, "Wait, you went to the store?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "Why didn't you get some mustard or some mayonnaise? The sandwiches are dry." He's a good friend, that Chris. Okay. So, did anyone here like heavy metal? Any metal fans? All right, let me ask you some questions. All right, Megadeth, Iron Maiden. You got these guys, and then even going back later, you got Ozzy Osbourne. You've got Alice Cooper. These dudes back in the 70s and 80s, they were like, "Yeah, Satan," right? All Christians now. All of them. I'm not kidding. Look it up. Slayer, Christian now. I know. It's weird because it's you think that it's like those dudes who hate gay people because they're secretly gay. I feel like these guys are out making fun of the Bible with their friends. They're like, "Look at this part. This part just actually resonates with me on a really deep level." All right, guys. That was all the time I have for you tonight. You guys are awesome. Keep laughing hard. Okay?